All right, let's jump right in. Today, we're talking about something huge. What's being called the biggest upgrade in the history of Google Chrome. Yep, the world's most popular browser is getting a massive AI brain transplant, and its name is Gemini. So check out this number, 66.64%. That's Chrome's insane share of the global browser market, basically 2 out of every 3 people online. It means that when Chrome changes, the entire internet feels it. And right now, it's not just changing, it's completely reinventing itself. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll get into what this AI upgrade actually is. Then, we'll introduce you to your new browsing copilot, Gemini. After that, we'll tackle the big one, the tension between all this cool new stuff and your privacy. We'll also look at the new AI browser wars that are heating up. And finally, what this all means for the future of the web.
Okay, so to really get what's going on, we gotta pop the hood and look at the seriously powerful new engine that Google is plugging directly into Chrome.
So say hello to Gemini. You might actually remember it as Bard. Now this is not just some simple chatbot. Gemini is what's called a multimodal AI. And all that fancy term means is that it's built from the ground up to understand everything at once. Text, pictures, video, and sound. It's a whole different beast. And this is where it gets really wild. We're talking about an AI that's a powerhouse for serious stuff like coding, math, and complex problem solving. It has this massive memory. Tech folks call it a context window, which lets it have incredibly detailed and nuanced conversations. And, Google is trying to get ahead of the ethical questions here, pointing to this big certification they got for responsible AI. Okay, so a super powerful AI is cool and all, but what does it actually do for you? How does this change the way you browse the web every day? Let's see how this thing actually becomes your smart copilot. So picture this. You're trying to research something complicated, right? You've got like 10 tabs open, all full of dense articles. You're getting totally lost. Well, now you'll see a new Gemini button. You just click it and say, hey, summarize all this for me. And boom, instantly you get a clean, simple summary pulled from all of those pages. That is an absolute game changer for anyone who has to do research. And it's not just about summaries, not by a long shot. You can ask it specific questions about the article you're reading. You can ask it to find that one website you visited last week but can't remember the name of. If you're shopping, it'll even whip up AI-generated reviews for you. And for all you developers out there, there's even a special panel to help you dig into the technical side of a website.
And listen, don't just take my word for it. This quote from Mike Torres, a VP of product for Chrome, really says it all. When he calls this the biggest upgrade to Chrome in its history, he's not just talking about adding a feature. He's talking about changing what a browser even is. But you knew there was a but coming, right? With all this incredible new power, we have to ask a pretty serious question. For your browser to be this smart, how much does it need to know about you? And that brings us to the core conflict of this whole thing.
It's really 2 sides of the same coin. On one side, the promise is huge, a super efficient, personalized web that makes you more productive. But on the other side, the concerns are just as big. How much of my browsing is being tracked? How is that data being used to train the AI? And hey, can I even trust the answers it gives me?
Now, of course, Google has an answer for this. They're trying to be reassuring, saying they won't sell your personal info and that privacy is built in. But for a lot of people, that's just not enough. Without a super clear, transparent explanation of exactly how our data is being used, that skepticism is gonna stick around. It's a big hurdle for them.
Google isn't doing this just for fun. This massive upgrade is a strategic shot fired in what is quickly becoming an AI arms race. A whole new browser war is starting, and it's all about who can build the smartest one.
Let's take a look at the battlefield. You've got Chrome, with Gemini baked deep into the whole Google ecosystem. Then you have Microsoft hitting back with Copilot, which is woven into Windows and Microsoft 365. And then there are the new guys, the disruptors, like Perplexity, which are built from the ground up to be AI-first conversation machines.
And this is the really big deal here. These new AI browsers that just give you a direct answer instead of a list of blue links, well, they could totally break the internet's business model. That ad-driven search model that has made Google trillions of dollars is suddenly at risk. This is about survival as much as it is about innovation. So where is all of this headed? What's the big picture? What we're watching is a fundamental shift. Your browser is changing from a simple tool, a gateway to the internet, into an active, intelligent partner that works alongside you. I mean, just look at how far it's come. Chrome started back in 2008 with a simple goal: be fast and safe. Then it became a platform for apps, but now it's starting a totally new chapter. The goal for 2025 and beyond is for it to be a truly cognitive partner that you can interact with.
So, what's the bottom line here? The future of browsing is going to be a lot less about you manually searching for stuff and a lot more about getting direct answers. Your browser will start to guess what you need before you even ask. That's going to force web developers to build their sites differently to be AI-friendly. And publishers, they'll have to figure out a new strategy when an AI can just summarize their articles in a second.
And that all leads us to the one big final thought. This technology is incredibly convenient. It's powerful, but it also asks us to give up a little bit of control. As our browsers stop being tools we command and start becoming partners that help us, it leaves us with one critical question to think about. Who is really in the driver's seat?